Between the middle of February and the middle of March, 240 people showed up to Austin area emergency departments for overdoses, according to preliminary data from Austin Public Health. Of those, 55 were under the age of 18. That's something the local health authority, Desmar Walks, says is concerning. She says that's an increase in the number of young people showing up to hospitals for these overdoses. The data also showed on March 1st, the day 3 people died in Austin of overdoses, 18 others were hospitalized.
So what's the solution? It's something Travis County is focusing a lot of their energy on right now.
Yes, one solution that's being used around the country is not available here. We're talking about fentanyl testing strips. KXAN's Grace Reeder is joining us now this afternoon. Grace, why are these test kits unavailable here in Austin?
Well, it turns out they're actually illegal here in our state, here in Texas, and they have been for decades. Under the Texas Controlled Substance Act, those tests are classified as drug paraphernalia, which, you guessed it, makes it illegal for people to have or use those fentanyl testing strips. It's something Travis County Judge Andy Brown has brought up. He says those strips could save lives, and substance abuse resource groups that I've talked to today agree. The idea is that those tests would allow people to make sure there's not fentanyl pressed or mixed into their drugs, which we know is a real problem in Travis County here right now from data and from families of people who have died of fentanyl. But Brown says when it comes to this potential solution, his hands are tied.
It's something that, from what I've heard, especially from the harm reduction community, that would save lives. And I think, yes, absolutely, we'd like to look into the possibility of making them available to the public if they were allowed by state law.
One of the arguments against these tests is that it would encourage drug use. Some local health leaders also said that people who are looking for that next high, who are addicted, will take the drugs regardless of the test result. But folks I talked to today at Recovery Unplugged say that's not the point.
That much is irrelevant. What is relevant is some people, when they see that, are not going to use it. And that is the most important part.
This is already happening in other parts of the country, by the way, in Colorado, Virginia, North Carolina. Actually, New Mexico just legalized these fentanyl tests last month. We have a really in-depth dive into this problem with data and with some solutions that are legal here in Texas over at KXAN.com under this story.